Today's topic is, in my opinion, like the number one way you are going to be able to determine if a guy is like taking you seriously or he's going to cheat on you, or basically like the number one red flag for cheating is this. Okay, so I have noticed this actually a few times with different people, and I've seen it a lot just like with people I don't know. I can actually tell right away. I'm like I'll see this and I know that relationship is not going to last long. Or it's going to be a bad relationship with just like a lot of cheating involved. And it actually happened to my sister recently. So she was cheated on, and because I feel so strongly about this, it was like the first thing I said to her. I said, "Did he ever post you on his Instagram?" And she was like, "No." And she said, "Red flag." And I was like, "Yes, that is the biggest red flag." And I don't know why. I really think that girls, when they're dating or when they're kind of like new in love with somebody, they make up these excuses for the person because they just don't want to believe the truth. And, I think that the guy has a million excuses as to why they haven't posted you on Instagram. They probably say, "Oh, I don't really post that much," or like, "Oh, it's just Instagram, like, don't take it seriously," or like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they have these excuses. And if it's a brand new relationship and you aren't that serious, I wouldn't expect a person to post me on their Instagram. I mean, I think that would be weird because how do you know you're even going to be together for a while? So if you're like just posting everyone you're dating, I mean, that's going to start looking awkward on your Instagram. But if you are exclusive and you've been dating for at least a few months, I would say, like, say you're approaching like the 6 month mark or something, and it's like, it's what you believe to be a serious relationship, and they're not wanting to show you on their social media, that is a massive red flag. And let me just give you an example of the opposite. Okay, so I can think of two couples that are recently new couples. One has been together, I think, like 3 years now, and they actually just got married. The other one is a newer relationship. I think, actually, yeah, maybe just over a year. I don't really, sorry, I don't know how serious they are, but I would say one thing I do notice, I mean, when I say I don't know how serious they are, I just don't know, like, are they living together? I don't see these people all the time, so I don't know if they're like actually living together or what. But one thing I do know with both of these relationships is the guy is absolutely so proud to show the woman on their feeds. Like, they are head over heels in love. They want to scream it from the rooftops. They want to show everybody. And this is how you really know a guy is serious about you. And I know not everybody is like a big social media person. You don't have to be. But I do feel, oh, and actually I have a really good example that's a really long-term relationship, is my uncle. He is obsessed with his wife. He is always posting pictures of his wife. You would actually think that his Facebook and his Instagram is run by her, by the amount of pictures he puts up of her. And it's just because he's purely infatuated with her. And that's all it is. Like, these guys are just in love with their women. So the one guy that got married that I was talking about, he started posting her right away. Like, he was head over heels in love. He was so happy to be with her. He just thought she was like the most beautiful girl. You could tell he was just so excited. And quite soon he proposed, and then they got married. And he changed his he does like this car stuff. Like, he does a lot of car. I don't want to get into it too much because you might be able to figure out who he is, because he's like pretty, he's like a really wealthy person. He's very like he's like extreme wealth. And okay, so he would like change his little avatar for when he would do his car stuff, like to include her in his avatar. And then he would like name it like him and her. Like, he changed his life for her. And that's also another way you can really tell somebody's serious, is when they start making changes to accommodate you. But like, he loved her. Like, if they ever went out for dinner or anything, like, he would just take a picture of her. He'd want to post it. Like, he'd want a picture of them together. He'd want to show everybody, like, look, I'm with this beautiful girl. Like, I love her so much. I'm so proud of her. Like, I'm so proud of our relationship. And then this other guy that I don't know, like, how serious they are. He is just so in love with her. And you can see it in his eyes. Like, he's always posting her. He always wants a picture with her. Like, so if you're dating and a guy is just, like, trying to avoid pictures with you, that's a huge thing. And I've actually seen that in person. I've seen that in person a lot, where the guy is, like, trying to dodge the photos. That is so bad. And I'm always sitting there thinking, like, girl, like, I can tell your man is trying to hide from the photo. Like, how are you in a relationship with somebody like this? But especially when they're not allowed. Okay, I've even known girls that have been told by guys, like, I don't want you posting me on your social media. Don't post me on your Facebook. I don't want you posting me on your Instagram. And this is even after they've been together like a year or two. That is such a fucking red flag. And girls, they just make up excuses to stay in these horrible relationships. And I'm sorry, like, why doesn't he want you posting him, or why won't he post you? It doesn't cost money. It doesn't do any harm. I don't understand. If you're in a serious relationship, or what you think is to be a serious relationship with this person, there is absolutely no excuse in the world why they can't put you on their Instagram or have you putting them or whatever. There is just no reason. I don't even care. I don't want to hear it. It's a freaking excuse. Sure, there are cases of men that just don't have social media at all. I would also say, watch out for these people, because sometimes they do have a history of cheating and they know that, so they've actually figured out the easiest way to go about it is to just not have any social media at all. That way you can never cross-reference. Like, if they were caught with somebody and that person somehow got to put picture and put it up on their stories or anything, there will never be another person that will be like, oh my god, I know that person, or that's that person's boyfriend, screenshot it, and then it can go around. So if they're completely off social media, yes, there are people that are good people that are just removed from social media, but also do look into it. Do make sure that it's just not the case of they really want to eliminate any chance that they are getting caught cheating, because it just increases their chances tenfold. So yeah, I knew that right away. Like, when my sister said that, I was like, what, did you post her on your social media? And it's like, also the thing is too, she's young. She's only like 20, I think she's 22 now. These are very active social media. That's a very active age for social media. So, and especially if he's posting his stuff and he's posting like going out with the guys, or going surfing, or going clubbing, or whatever, like going on a trip, and then he never posts you. Oh, that just don't waste your time. Do not waste your time. Like I said, with the men that are really in love with a woman, they are head over heels. They want to show you off. It is like their most prized possession. They want to show you off. So, yeah. Number one way to spot a cheater.